agree with
First of all,
something.
I didn't
Hold
agree
up,
with
let me
that,
make
bro.
my
I
recording
said
again.
sure,
Okay,
and then I
good.
gave context on what I
So
meant.
can you
If
chill
you
out for a
replay, hold
second?
on, hold on. If
Can
you
you
sit
chill
back
out for
here,
a second?
if you sit back here and replay
More.
that, okay,
Can you chill
sure.
out for a
Now,
second?
Supreme, you here and keep on trying to argue while I argue. If I have to
I'm
overtalk this
not
guy, I
arguing.
would just do that
We
because he
just said
keep
we're
on
going
trying
to
to
the
talk while I'm trying to
fucking
give my arguments to
recording.
refute his point. He just keeps
Oh my
shotgunning
god.
me.
Mark,
Stop
We are
shotgunning
going
me.
to the recording,
Stop
and
shotgunning
you're
me.
still trying to argue,
okay.
You haven't seen a
dumbass.
recording yet. Until you send the recording, we are
I
not going
am.
into the recording.
I am,
I'm
but
not
you said
gonna
we're
sit
gonna go
right
to the
here.
recording,
I'm not gonna
so
sit
you're
here
gonna have to
rack until
wait.
you actually send a rack.
We're
Until you
trying to
actually
get
send a
the
rack
recording.
yourself.
9 minutes.
Sure, send a rack.
You're gonna have to wait.
All right, so
Send a
9 minutes.
rack.
Until then, this
One
microphone
second.
is gonna be.
Until then, we can't argue. Period point blank. Oh, I got it. Okay, so I'm gonna
Hold on.
send it from my YouTube.
Yo, Kelly, you want to explain
Okay,
some
sure,
about
that's
this
fine.
one?
Hold up. I'm going to watch this recording. Let me go on Devin.
Okay, fine. Oh, why?
Like that.
Like you literally
I'm
turned up
close to
your
it.
team with the. Yeah, I believe the beginning is when a set in with a set point where things were created.
So,
It's the set points of what things was created.
okay, so a temple of Paul on when something was created.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a set point of when a thing was created. Sure.
So you just agreed to what I just said. So can I get my argument?
Yeah. No, I didn't even hear Lee. No.
Yeah.
Go ahead and give your argument. Go ahead and give your argument.
So it's you're trying to say that the book of life was before creation and was there when creation happened.
Yes.
It was before creation and was there when it was creation. Okay.
A little bit before that.
Yo, what's up, Kel? Don't argue with Demar. Don't argue
Hold
with
up.
Demar. Just explain the points I want in the debate because Mizuki doesn't understand
No,
why
I'm
I
not
won.
arguing with that right now. Period point blank. I'm debating him right now. He said that the book of life was created, but then it was before creation and was there in the temporal port, aka temporal point.
Okay,
When
sure. Now, listen,
the book of
I
life
didn't
was
agree with
created.
your point, Kel, I didn't agree with your point. That's how
No,
you know you
you
didn't.
already
That's how you know
agreed.
you didn't watch
It
your
doesn't
own
matter.
recorded.
I did.
Yeah, I
You
didn't
said
agree with your point
yes.
though. I didn't
You
agree
did.
with your point though.
I gave you the time.
What? Which point did I agree with? Which point did I
Listen,
agree with?
I'm about to
Which
rephrase.
point did I agree with?
Can you let me rephrase? Thank you.
Okay, rephrase.
You said one. So for the first part, I asked you, do you agree that the definition of beginning is the temporal point, or the temporal part? I actually said when stuff was created. Right?
Can I ask you? Can I ask you what's your definition of a temporal part?
Huh?
Can I ask you what's your definition of a temporal part?
Point. Temporal.
Yeah. Can I ask you?
Point.
Yeah. Can I ask you what's your definition of that?
The temporal point.
Yeah.
So put it like spatial temporal coordinates, right?
Would you say it's a point of when some?
Temporal will have to be something within time, a point within time,
Bro, I'm gonna kick you, bro.
and that's where I
Y'all, bro.
for the beginning.
How you gonna kick me when I legit deafen myself and he keep on trying to argue with me? Even if you kick me or Kel, like dude don't want to debate Kel, he want to debate me.
Now where is your turn? No.
Oh, my ears are useful ass. My ears. Oh my god.
Do you understand where I'm coming at?
So you believe that?
I'm tracking too, cause I'm keeping stuff in notes on what you verbatim say. That's what I'm saying. I'm tracking.
Can we, Kel, can we wait on this right quick? Cause this guy Supreme talking about. Yeah, we can just post. Actually, you know what? I'll just give you this. Would you like to rematch this another time?
Okay, then I won. Okay.
I would give you the point that the Book of Life. I would just drop the Book of Life.
Can I at least tell you why I say you contradicted yourself?
Why?
Okay, so listen, I was keeping the notes. That's why I kept on asking questions. I wanted to be very clear and not vague on what you were basically saying. And I kept this in notes, by the way. I said, so, do you agree that the Book of Life was within the divine dream and it was created in the divine dream? And you said yes. Correct? You probably didn't understand why I was saying it.
No, I didn't understand it. Yeah.
But you did say yes. So I used that against you. And then I also asked a question, since you said it's the beginning, I also put into question.
Oh yeah. I already gave context on what I mean by that, right? I said since I inherently believe that the divine creator is eternal, right? And the divine creator dream is also eternal. I believe the Book of Life was created with inside the divine creator, right? But I still believe that the Book of Life is inherently eternal when it comes to the creation.
Yeah, and that's what I was trying to tell you. When I argue for the definition of beginning, I said the beginning is basically a temporal point on which something was created, correct?
Yeah.
And then when I asked that question, I was going to say that, okay, so you're saying that since it was created and creation is still coinciding with the beginning, I was going to argue that since you said creation, since you agreed to my definition, then creation will have to be within a temporal point, which means within time, and it cannot be eternal. That's what I was trying to argue. And you agreed to that. I don't know why.
Because, yeah. I mean, right? Even if you really try to argue that, we still got Oblivion, who I also believe that the divine creator also created, but he also exists outside of time. I was just going to use that argument to prove that the divine creator just can create things that exist inherently outside of time.
I believe different times, or like I believe like times are different. I would have argued against that, and then went to different regions of times, and then the concept.
Yeah, but even if you wouldn't try to argue that, I literally got the very evidence that actually proved that the divine creator, that Oblivion just non-exists itself, right? So even if you try to give that, so this is what I'm trying to say. Even if you try to give the interpretation of different times, different times will still have to be applicable to creation. I don't inherently believe non-existence exists within inside of creation, so that interpretation wouldn't inherently be able to be applicable to this situation in the first place.
Then I would have argued something in that time, but I'm trying to tell you that main point is I argued that was a contradiction.
Yeah, but if we were to continue, now that I know what you're going to argue, if we were to continue, I was just going to refute the contradictory point, right? Even if you try to brought up time, I was just going to question. Either I was going to either question you because I know you can't really apply that time as this where Oblivion exists at.
No, I was going to argue something else entirely.
What you going to argue?
Oblivion.
What you going to argue?
I wasn't going. Whatever you were going to argue, I was going to argue based off that.
Yeah, by the way, I didn't even need Iron Man. Even if Divine Creator didn't create Iron Man, I just needed him to create CC Goku because not CC Goku.
I didn't even mean to say Listen, I'm gonna tell you. I didn't even mean to say. Did he create Iron Man? I wasn't even really gonna argue that shit. I just asked that so I can stall time. Originally, I was doing something.
Yeah, I mean, I was just it's either one. I don't know why you really tried to argue that because I didn't really need Spider-Man. Once he created the number fighter with the number fighter abilities, that was just going to be enough to actually beat your character. I was going on a different path of my arguments. Do you even know what the number fighter is?
As you think.
Do you even know what the number fighter is?
No. I know who he is, but I don't
know.
No,
it's not a bean. It's a weapon.
There is a being called Nullifier, but that's not the point you were trying to get at. So I didn't know what you're talking about.
But what it's actually called an ultimate nullifier. It's an item.
Yeah, I was gonna. Don't worry. All I know is, whatever you bring up, I was gonna try to find somewhere to defeat it.
Yeah, I know, Kel. Listen, like, y'all. I don't know why the fuck y'all got into a whole